Welcome to Mozambique, a country of surprises. Mozambique may not be a place you have thought about visiting, but once you do, you'll be amazed. This country is far from a typical tourist destination. With shocking customs, rare wildlife, and untouched beauty, it holds secrets unlike any other. Think you've seen it all? Think again. Mozambique is ready to reveal some unbelievable secrets. Are you ready to uncover them? Join us at Eagle Discovery as we explore this stunning destination and dive deeper into its wonders. The AK-47 flag. Mozambique's flag is no ordinary flag. It's a story woven into fabric, telling tales of struggle, resilience, and pride. Adopted in 1983, this flag is unlike any other in the world. The image of an AK-47 assault rifle stands out, symbolizing defense and vigilance. In fact, Mozambique's flag is the only one in the world to feature a modern weapon. But why is this? What message does it convey? The colors and symbols in the flag tell the story of Mozambique's journey. The rifle represents the fight for independence from Portuguese colonial rule, while the white book symbolizes the power of education and the hope for the country's growth and enlightenment. Next to it, the simple person symbolizes agriculture and honors the daily labor of the nation's people. Meanwhile, the shining star and white gear represent national unity, industry, and the nation's ongoing vision for a brighter future. What's the story behind your country's flag? Share the meaningful story behind it in the comments below. Baldness as a symbol of wealth. In some regions, there's a unique belief that bald men bring luck. Unfortunately, this superstition leads some people to seek out bald men for rituals aimed at bringing wealth or good fortune. These customs are rooted in folklore, but can have serious consequences. Communities in Mozambique and other parts of Africa are sometimes influenced by such beliefs. Some even believe albino individuals possess unique attributes that bring prosperity when included in certain traditional customs. While this practice originates from the traditional use of muti, ritual medicine, it also reveals a darker side of local customs. Due to these beliefs, vulnerable individuals sometimes face safety issues. Efforts are underway by local organizations and government bodies to protect these communities and raise awareness. But tackling these deeply ingrained beliefs remains a challenge. Wife training classes for girls. In Mozambique, girls are often sent to special classes at a young age to prepare for their future role as wives. These classes teach them how to please their future husbands, covering everything from household chores to emotional management. In some rural areas, mothers believe these lessons help their daughters mature. This tradition, passed down through generations, lasts for about a week. It covers both basic skills and more challenging aspects of domestic life. Girls who complete this training are considered to be laying the best foundation for becoming the perfect wives. After finishing their lessons, young men immediately approach them for marriage proposals. As a result, many young people in Mozambique marry at an early age, influenced by this early training. A country of over 80 languages. Mozambique is a linguistically diverse country, with over 80 languages spoken. Language in Mozambique is more than just a tool for communication. It's a living record of the country's rich cultural heritage. Most of these languages belong to the Bantu family, including Makua, Sena, and Chichewa. In urban areas, Portuguese is the official language, a legacy of Mozambique's colonial past. In coastal areas, Swahili is spoken, reflecting deep ties to East African trade routes. The presence of Swahili highlights Mozambique's historical connections across the Indian Ocean, blending African, Arab, and Portuguese influences in both language and culture. Have you ever experienced a place where language is more than just words? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Untapped oil and gas resources. Mozambique is rich in untapped oil and gas reserves, which have caught the attention of global energy companies. Areas such as Zone 1 and Zone 2 are attracting massive investments, creating opportunities for economic growth and infrastructure development. With growing trade partnerships with South Africa, India, China, and the UAE, Mozambique's natural gas industry holds immense potential. Liquefied natural gas projects are expected to contribute billions to the economy, helping to support infrastructure like schools, hospitals, and transportation networks. However, the rapid development has its drawbacks. Environmental concerns, especially in conservation areas like the Quirimbas National Park, have been raised due to threats to coral reefs, mangroves, and marine ecosystems from mining activities. Social impacts are also significant, with thousands of locals displaced and food insecurity rising. As foreign workers influx, public services like healthcare and education are under pressure. Mozambique also faces challenges related to climate change, with greenhouse gas emissions contributing to extreme weather events, further impacting agriculture and infrastructure. Third highest HIV infection rate in the world. Mozambique faces a serious health issue with one of the highest rates of HIV/AIDS in the world. Recent statistics show that about 4% of the population, roughly 2 million people, are living with HIV. The country is among the top in the world for this health condition, along with South Africa and India. High-risk areas include the capital Maputo and key transport routes to neighboring countries like Malawi and Zimbabwe. These areas experience high mobility and economic activity, which unfortunately contribute to the spread of the disease. Socioeconomic factors such as poverty, limited education, and restricted healthcare resources also influence health-related behaviors. Studies show that 75% of drivers rarely practice preventive health measures, and 84% of those aware of their status tested positive. A very young population. Mozambique is one of the youngest countries in the world, with an average age of just 17 years. About half of its population is under 17, and 45% are under 15, making it a nation with one of the youngest demographics globally. This poses unique challenges for the country. According to UNICEF, children and adolescents, especially girls, face some of the harshest conditions worldwide, with limited access to education, healthcare, and economic opportunities. With such a large youth population, Mozambique's future depends on strengthening this generation. Expanding access to healthcare, education, and social services will be crucial in helping these young people break the cycle of poverty and build a brighter future. Rich wildlife. Mozambique boasts a wealth of wildlife, from lush tropical forests to expansive coastlines, making it one of the most biodiverse countries in Africa. The country is home to unique and rare species, including elephants, rhinos, lions, and crocodiles, as well as exotic birds, reptiles, and fish. For adventure seekers, Mozambique's 6 national parks and hunting reserves offer unforgettable safari experiences. These protected areas cover vast territories, with the largest being the Niassa National Reserve. Visitors can see animals like lions, leopards, buffaloes, zebras, and wild dogs in their natural habitats. Mozambique's unspoiled nature offers a unique opportunity to witness one of Africa's most diverse ecosystems. Rhino poaching crisis. Despite Mozambique's rich wildlife reserves, rhinos are under constant threat from poaching. For decades, poaching has devastated the rhino population, primarily due to the high value of rhino horns in traditional medicine, especially in Asia. Mozambique has ramped up anti-poaching efforts, with significant steps taken in 2022, when 27 white rhinos were reintroduced from South Africa. Although poaching continues, efforts to protect these animals have intensified, with park rangers working tirelessly to safeguard them. Even though the battle against poaching is ongoing, Mozambique's commitment to protecting its unique biodiversity offers hope for future generations. Frequent natural disasters. Mozambique is prone to severe weather events, particularly due to its coastal location. The country frequently faces droughts and powerful cyclones, which impact coastal communities and daily life. In recent years, the effects of climate change have made these events even more severe. In 2019, Mozambique was struck by two major cyclones, Idai and Kenneth, causing widespread flooding and forcing around 1.3 million people to evacuate. The country's economy took a huge hit, with recovery efforts delayed. Climate change is expected to worsen the frequency of such events. Mozambique is working hard with limited resources to address these challenges. Building resilience to extreme weather is essential for the country's future, as each event tests the strength of its infrastructure and its people. Poor infrastructure. Mozambique's infrastructure reflects the challenges faced by many developing nations. The country has around 30,000 kilometers of roads, but only 5,000 kilometers are paved, mostly around major cities like Maputo. Traveling beyond urban areas often requires four-wheel drive vehicles, as smaller cars cannot handle the rough terrain. The railway network spans about 3,000 kilometers, but remains underdeveloped in many areas. Around 60% of the population lives in rural areas, where traditional communities depend on agriculture and fishing for their livelihood. Despite its rich natural resources, Mozambique's infrastructure challenges hinder its economic potential. Improvements in roads, railways, and essential services could transform rural life, but the country's rugged terrain continues to shape the resilience of its people. Beautiful beaches. Mozambique's coastline is a hidden gem, offering pristine beaches, clear waters, and historical landmarks. One of the most captivating places is Mozambique Island, a small island filled with history. Once the capital of Portuguese East Africa, this island feels like stepping back in time, with cobblestone streets, grand churches, colonial houses, and forts, including a magnificent 16th-century fort. For a livelier beach experience, visit Ponta do Ouro, which draws tourists with its golden sands and modern resorts, making it popular among those seeking both relaxation and thrilling water sports. Further along the coast, Ponta Malongane offers unique opportunities to observe rare sea turtles, reinforcing Mozambique's commitment to biodiversity conservation. Africa's longest suspension bridge. Mozambique boasts a modern wonder, Africa's longest suspension bridge, the Maputo-Katembe Bridge. Officially opened on June 25, 2018, the bridge spans 3 kilometers, connecting Maputo with Katembe. This impressive structure, built with a $750 million investment from a joint Mozambique-China project, features 4 lanes and 137-meter-high concrete towers. Not only does it symbolize Mozambique's economic growth, but it has also revolutionized travel in the area. What used to be a long, tedious drive now takes a fraction of the time. The bridge also allows ships to pass underneath, improving access to the Maputo port. Cashew nut exports. Cashews are more than just a tasty snack in Mozambique. They're a lifeline. Mozambique was once the world's top cashew producer, and in the 1960s, it opened Africa's first cashew processing plant. Though production slowed after independence in 2000, cashew farming has since flourished again, and the country is expected to produce about 160,000 tons of cashews by 2024. This crop is not only vital for Mozambique's agricultural exports, but also provides livelihoods for over 1 million families. The cashew industry supports more than 8,000 jobs in processing plants. As global demand grows, Mozambique's cashew sector is poised for further growth, strengthening both local economies and international trade. Rich cuisine. Mozambique's cuisine is a delightful blend of African, Portuguese, and Indian influences, creating bold flavors and deep traditions. Fresh seafood, spicy seasonings, and hearty staples form the core of Mozambican meals. One staple dish is zima, a thick maize porridge served with meat or vegetables. Another traditional dish, mata, consists of cassava leaves, onions, ginger, and peanuts cooked in coconut milk. Mozambique is also famous for its spicy peri-peri chicken, coated in a fiery sauce made from paprika, hot chilies, lemon, and vinegar. Desserts include bolo de caju, a cake made from cashews, which is rich and slightly sweet with hints of vanilla and lemon. Mozambican cuisine offers an unforgettable journey of taste and culture. Music is essential. Mozambique's music is deeply rooted in the country's culture, blending African rhythms with Western influences to create a vibrant soundscape. One of the most iconic musical styles is marabenta, which originated during colonial times. Early marabenta musicians played guitars made from oil cans and often infused their songs with political messages. This genre became a subtle yet powerful way to oppose colonial rule and unite people. The rhythms of marabenta continue to be celebrated across Mozambique, and artists like Wazimbo have showcased this music internationally. Mozambique's musical traditions also include timbala, a type of xylophone played in rural communities, and newer genres like Afro-jazz and reggae. Music in Mozambique goes beyond entertainment. It's a symbol of identity, resilience, and creative expression. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot to us. Click on the video showing up on your screen. You're going to love it. Feel free to leave comments about the next country you'd like to explore with us. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.